Good evening. My name is April Hartman, and in this fluency recording, I will be going over applied behavior analysis. According to the text, applied behavior analysis is the science in which tactics derived from the principles of behavior are applied systematically to improve socially significant behavior, and experimentation is used to identify the variables responsible for behavior change. In the text, it also makes mention that the definition of applied behavior analysis, it isn't finite, it isn't concrete to one thing, and many definitions are accepted as true. So with that understanding, I began to take the definition from the book and sort of massage it and make it my own. And so the definition that I came up with is that applied behavior analysis is applying science to human behaviors to understand, to encourage, to teach new behaviors that essentially promote a viable behavior change for that person. One example of applied behavior analysis would be an autistic child who you are trying to get to go from non-verbally asking for items or objects to verbally asking for items or objects. And then understanding applied behavior analysis a little bit more, and understanding that even though a large majority of the patients are children with autism, it can range the gambit of different human beings. So another example would be maybe an elderly person who's suffering from short-term memory loss, and maybe they're at a long-term facility and they're having trouble getting to their room. They're constantly getting lost and they can't make it to their room because of their short-term memory. An analyst would quite possibly do maybe a functional behavior assessment on the patient, which means essentially they're just going to observe the behaviors, collect data, observe patterns with the patient to determine maybe the behaviors that are happening prior, or things and situations that are happening prior to the patient getting lost and not being able to return to the room. Looking at the behaviors that happens when they actually get lost and the consequences from that, and coming up with an intervention plan. In this case, for example, the analyst may tap into the patient's long-term memory and put pictures of family, friends, or something that the patient can recall, and maybe put that as a marker on the door or nearby to redirect the behavior of the patient to identify the room by their long-term memory and something they can recall and something that they can remember. A behavior analysis would use applied behavior analysis definitely in their day-to-day functions, because it's essentially the core or basis how they treat their patients. They use applied behavior analysis to come up with the treatment plans that they will use to encourage and promote positive behavior change in the patients. Thank you.